Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Chicago Sky as they play against the Las Vegas Aces. This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. Pass to Banham.
Well, taking a look at these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a lot of three-point shooting.
Yeah, both of these teams love to let it fly. Whichever team hits more threes is probably going to be the winner.
That's how most basketball games are now these days, Brian, and that could be the case. Whoever hits more threes wins the game. For me, I cannot wait to watch this shootout.
Here's Vandersloot, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They'll turn it over. And the Aces with possession. And here is Gray. Out to Lloyd. Jacks up a three.
Cardoso gets the board.
Now here's Vandersloot. Guarded closely. Pass to Reese. Pick by Reese. Vandersloot outside. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago again missing.
3 misses to start this one, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Lloyd, no good.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Offensive board. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. And once again off the mark by Chicago.
A slow start. 5 straight misses out of the gate.
Here's Gray. Chicago with the rebound. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Reese. Vandersloot from outside, off the mark.
Guys, there's really no debate. When it comes to assists, Courtney Vandersloot is the GOAT.
No argument here. 7 assist titles in her career. Easily the best assist average in league history. Vandersloot is a wizard with the rock.
Lloyd with the bucket.
Decisive. It's a quality for any good shooter. Lloyd has it. Just get the ball, fire away.
To the inside. It's stolen by Parker Tyus. 13 feet out. Gray, that's good.
The mechanics of Gray's jumper, when you break them down, are unshakable. The team's confidence in her abilities is well placed.
Pass to Banham. It's tipped. Here's Wilson. 1 up, 1 down. She makes her first shot in this game.
And I'm sensing this game really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge, no doubt about it, and that lead's going to get more and more comfortable as they do.
I agree, Brian. Let's see how this one plays out.
Screen by Cardoso.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
Now the seal is broken. Maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, that had not been the way they wanted this game to get going for them.
And not the way we want to see. We want to see more offense.
Here's Gray. No good with the elbow jumper. Chicago trailing here. Vandersloot outside. Atkins. Kelsey Gray grabs the miss.
Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she was going up to the rim.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
And so it's Chicago with it. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
No problems knocking that one down.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the 3-ball.
Now here's Gray. Vandersloot defending. There's Lloyd with the 3. It's good. It's her second basket. She's shooting 2 for 4.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points. points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Vandersloot. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Just 5 to shoot. 8 feet out. Here's Cardoso. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Way to crash the offensive glass there. And once she gets her hands on it, you know it's going back up in it.
Right side, Lloyd. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
Well, what I appreciate about Lloyd is she often picks smart shots to take. Like, right there.
Pass to Banham. Vandersloot, 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. And she banks in the layup.
Well, you have to like the work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. You kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
Wilson with the bucket.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Yeah, we'll see how long they can keep it going.
To the paint. Here's Cardoso. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
Oh, man. She is so good at making those lead passes.
Pass to Young. Gray lets it go from deep. Wilson, Reese defending. Goes back up, and the Aces tack on 2 more.
Explosive first step with an accurate mid-range J. It's part of what makes Wilson so tough to guard.
Here's Banham. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Aces. Young with it. Now Atkins defending. Got that bucket in no time at all.
A great start for her, 4 for 4. She could be in for a big game.
That's what we like to see. I mean, her energy level has been terrific right from the opening tip.
Here's Banham. Pass to Vandersloot. Back to Atkins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And towards the end of the regular season, dealing with some aches and pains, it's something every team is grappling with.
Endurance, fortitude, the determination to overcome. That grit is something we love, not just about basketball, but sports.
Even if the players don't want to let on if they're struggling a little bit. Meanwhile, he's soft. I'm complaining about a hangnail.
Now here's Smith. Camila Cardoso gets the board.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Pass to Reese. Out of bounds, it'll be Aces ball.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Aces with the ball. They lead by 7. Here's Gray. Takes it from 10.
A rebound by Camila Cardoso.
She is going to buy herself a ticket to the bench if she keeps shooting like she has this quarter so far.
The kick out to Allen.
Here's Cardoso. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. She remains perfect.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Gray. That one's good. Maybe that'll get her going after a 2-6 start.
You love to see a guard like Chelsea Gray take contact and still complete the play. That's toughness.
Nurse outside. They get it again. Another shot.
Cardoso laying it in.
And this is the kind of dominant scorer Cardoso is capable of being. For her, it's all about finding the rhythm and staying aggressive.
Gray with it.
Now guarded by Cardoso.
And here we go, the sky fast break. A nice shot by Vandersloot.
That's got to be a relief for her to get that one to go in. I mean, she was 0 for 5, but finally gets one to fall. And that kind of just, as a scorer, lifts a weight off your shoulders. And let's see if she can get going now.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
From about 10 feet out,
Gustafson with the rebound.
Jackie Young drives in. Comes up empty down low. And that does it for the first quarter. The Aces on top, up by 5. And back at... And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition. Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
Back to Nurse. From past the arc, rebound by the Aces. Now here's Gray. Pass to Gustafson. The three-pointer, no good. Chicago trailing here. Down low. Here's Williams. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Gray, no good. Williams sets the screen. Up and in on the layup.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Evans with it. Williams there. Elizabeth Williams with the block.
Amongst the most fearsome defenders in the league, you don't want to take it at Williams. She almost takes it personal.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Evans. From deep. They get the rebound. Back to Gray. Smith up top. 6 to shoot. Gray. Let's go with a 3. Allen with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Pass to Bell. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. It's on Allen. Now a timeout called by Las Vegas. So both teams making some changes here. First free throw is good. That one falls, so she hits both of them. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Onion Wade. Atkins. Williams the screen. To the middle. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
She worked so hard on a post move for finishing. Williams thrives close to the hoop.
And here's Bell. And stolen by Onion Wade. Here's Banham, covered by Lloyd. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Aces leading. And stolen by Ariel Atkins. Pass to Banham. Now here's Onion Wade. Outside Atkins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Vandersloot right side. And stolen by Lloyd. Pass break, Las Vegas. Gray, left side. Puts it up from 12. No good, off the back of the rim. Vandersloot outside. Outside Atkins. And stolen by Smith. Here's Vandersloot. And that misses. That would have put them up. And here are the Aces now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And they call an illegal screen here.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
Vandersloot with it. Pass to Williams. Inside. Vandersloot, shot is good.
Once you let Vandersloot get to the rim, the damage is already done. She's too skilled around the basket.
And the Aces selecting Asia Wilson with the first pick back in the 2018 draft. That was a franchise-changing moment.
Absolutely. Wilson has now won a few MVPs and multiple titles with the Aces, proving that when you add a generational player like Asia, it can change everything.
Here's Lloyd. And nice D from Angel Reese. Vandersloot outside. Banham to the paint. Here's Reese. Good. First shot, first basket.
Their prowess inside has just been tremendous, guys. It's been no contest on the low block.
And really, Brian, until the defense puts up at least some resistance, they ought to just keep pounding them down low.
Here's Lloyd. Elizabeth Williams with the block. And so it looks like the Aces will retain possession here. And it's the Aces with the ball. They trail by 1. Clock at 2. Here's Young. The second chance effort. And it's laid up and in by Wilson.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebounding stats for both teams are almost identical.
Yeah, they battled to a standstill on the boards, but the game isn't over yet. We'll see who keeps up the energy.
From deep, Ariel Atkins. To the middle. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot and will shoot 2 at the line. It goes on Asia Wilson.
A relentless note taker and film watcher, Atkins soaks up basketball like a sponge, and I think it's what leads to her success on the court.
And it's Dana Evans penetrating. Cardoso with the block. Vandersloot outside. From deep, Ariel Atkins. It's hauled in by the Aces.
She just continues to struggle from the field. Now, her team has been able to overcome her performance, but I'm not certain that she's going to be able to turn it around today.
Pass to Banham. Now here's Cardoso. Guarded by Young. Out to Vandersloot. Here's Cardoso. Wilson pulls it down. Las Vegas trailing. Smith outside. It's stolen by Angel Reese. Now Vandersloot. Banham. Pass to Atkins. 3-pointer. No good. Still playing with the cold hand. She's just 1 for 8.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Kicks it out to Wilson. Over Atkins. And it's Wilson missing. And here is Vandersloot. Pass to Banham. Cardoso. Just 4 to shoot. Screened by Cardoso. Count that as her 7th field goal in 10 tries. She's shooting a nifty 70%.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Here's Young. Drops in the layup for two.
Keeping Young out of the paint has to be a focus for this defense. She is so effective near the rim.
Pass to Cardoso. Atkins. Picked by Reese. To the inside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
You know, that is right where they wanted to get that ball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Here's Smith. And nice D from Angel Reese.
They should use a little clock here.
Yeah, milk the clock with this possession.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Reese. And Evans picks up the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
And I like the call. I thought the D was still moving.
Yeah, it looked like it, and she kind of slid underneath as she got to the spot, too.
Goes up off the inbound, and so it looks like the Sky will retain possession here. With the floater, and no good trying to get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Sky leading by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. You have to like what we're seeing here from Cardoso.
Yeah, double-double already. I mean, this sort of energy, it really just energizes your whole team.
Yeah, this has been so much fun to watch. The way she's impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. It's going to be hard to slow her down.
Pass to Atkins. Looking to end her cold spell. And Parker comes up with the rebound. And here are the Aces now. It's a three-point game. Offensive rebound. Wilson. Yes! And the foul! It's going to go on Angel Reese.
A 6-4 post force. Wilson able to finish the play, so determined.
Here's Vandersloot. Outside Reese. Pass to Atkins. The three. They get it back. And the basket by Cardoso.
Coach has always told me that if you battle for offensive rebounds, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like she got there.
Here's Wilson. And it falls all over the rim and in.
A strong combination of finesse and skill. And look, when Wilson's rolling, keep feeding her the ball.
Outside Atkins. Makes it off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two squads.
Yeah, they're really attacking the middle offensively. It's been quite the contrast.
Gray outside. Pass to Parker Tyus. Some solid defense there from Camila Cardoso. Here's Vandersloot. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now Cardoso. 5 on the clock. And it's Atkins missing.
Well, she had 1 3 in the first half, but so far in the second, she's come up empty.
Now here's Gray. She's covered closely. Here's Wilson. Good. And it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
A momentum builder for sure. Look how quick Wilson makes decisions with the ball.
Ariel Atkins on the wing. Reese with it. Working on Wilson. count it.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Wilson. Yes, for basket number 9. She's missed only 2 shots from the floor all night.
Kicked by Reese.
Atkins, guarded by Young.
Reese.
Asia Wilson with some nice D. They've got the opportunity to get back the lead.
They've been waiting for this chance.
Back to Gray. Wilson. Boy, from long range.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Lets it go. And it's Gray missing.
Early on, she tried to shoot her way out of this funk, but now that it's later in the game, I think she might want to just give it up and look for her teammates to do the bulk of the scoring.
Outside Lloyd.
Parker ties the screen.
Lloyd, no good. Chicago leading. Now here's Vandersloot. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
Those types of mistakes are magnified when it's a tight game like this.
And here are the Aces now. Gray outside.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Here's Benham, covered by Lloyd. Pass to Atkins. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Just tremendous instincts from Ariel Atkins. She sees an opening and drives right in to score.
Here's Lloyd. The Aces with another miss.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something's off with her mechanics, I think.
Pass to Cardoso.
Vandersloot.
Back to Cardoso. And here's Reese.
Now here's Vandersloot. Mila Cardoso open. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Here's Gray. And it's been a while, but she finally gets one to go.
Using a soft touch and a purposeful offensive approach, Gray's able to finish around the basket in a variety of ways.
Time called here. The Sky decided to talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions.
Here's Cardoso.
She's got 18.
Reese. She's guarded by Parker Tyus.
Pass to Nurse.
Here's Cardoso.
Shot clock at 5. And here's Ariel Atkins outside.
You know, it might be a poor shooting performance for her, but luckily her teammates have picked up the slack.
Wilson outside. Shoots the 3. Yes, it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 for 12 shooting tonight.
A three-pointer is certainly not a huge part of Wilson's game, but if you give Asia a look, I mean, she can knock down those trays.
Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Up top, Wilson. And she makes good on the layup.
And Wilson likes asserting her dominance inside, just brushing off the defense.
Now Banham. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. The Aces trailing. Gray up top. 6 points for her. Wilson can't hit. Banham. Gray defending. Pass to Reese. Now Cardoso. Outside Atkins.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
First outside. Launches a three. Out to Atkins. The tray. Some solid defense from Jackie Young.
She's been ice cold from three-point range since halftime, and she continues to fire away. She's got to tone it down.
Wilson with the bucket.
Well, a focal point of Wilson's game is crashing the glass, and she really just refuses to quit on any play.
Timeout called to the Sky. Vandersloot outside, and the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Up top, Wilson for the lead. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Yeah, a mindful decision maker. Gray always knows where she is on the court and what's around her.
Back to Nurse. No good. Unable to end this run. Now here's Gray. Defended by Nurse. Pass to Wilson. Lots of room. Again, Las Vegas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
I'm sorry to say it, guys, but she's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first, playing smart with the lead.
Vandersloot outside. Up top, Williams. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Asia Wilson.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Hello, and thanks for joining us again. The fourth quarter of play should begin in moments. Outside Williams. Back to Vandersloot. West side Williams. Lays it up and banks it in.
Nice low post offense.
The Aces with the lead. Outside Young. Lloyd. And it's off from three-point range. Nurse with it. Now Young defending. Nurse with the bucket.
And everyone knows that Nurse can shoot it from distance. She likes to shake free from beyond the arc.
Screen by Smith. Back to Lloyd. Looking to get it going. And she lays it up and in.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
Down low. And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Nobody runs the pick and roll like Vandersloot. She just finds the angles to get her teammates the ball, gets her teammates buckets.
Pass to Lloyd. Shoots over Vandersloot. Out to Lloyd. And here's Bell. Screen by Gustafson. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. And the call will be against Jackie Young. That is her first foul of the game. Sky making a switch here. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Allen. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Vandersloot defending. Chicago trailing here. Pass to Reese. She nails it, and we're tied up.
Her shooting's been good, but overall her output has been down. I mean, they'd probably be out in front if she just took more shots.
Screen by Gustafson. Here's Lloyd. Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
And Williams gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers.
Count it.
And this is how you finish through contact. Young showing some strength.
Chicago with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. Pass to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
You know, she's been just what they needed here in the fourth.
I'm not superstitious, but if you're 4 for 4 in the fourth quarter, I don't know, something good might be coming her way.
Allen with the steal. And that one goes long.
Not her best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Here's Bell. She's covered by Allen. Bell can't hit. Chicago in the lead. Nurse right side. Outside Williams. Count the basket.
She has put her foot on the gas pedal this quarter. She's doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Jackie Young on the wing. It's hauled in by Reese. And it's the sky ball. Here's Nurse. Here's Williams. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Like she's on a pogo stick. Williams up for the board, down a moment, then up for the point. What energy!
Gray with it. Pass to Wilson. Outside Evans. Gray. Inside. From 12 feet out. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Vandersloot outside. Back to Atkins. Cardoso. Covered by Smith. Now here's Atkins. Basket counts.
And this is the attacking mindset that coaches love to see. Atkins not only challenges the contact, but she converts through it.
Las Vegas trailing. Outside Evans. Pass to Gray. Left side, Parker Tyus. And here's Banham. Here's Reese. She's guarded by Parker Tyus. Over to the left wing. Banham. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Can they get it? Count that bucket.
Oh, she's got such a great touch and feel around the rim. She made that reverse look easy, but trust me when I tell you, it's not.
Pass to Banham. Outside Atkins. 6 on the shot clock. Drills the three-pointer.
Look, if you give her enough room outside, she's going to take advantage and more often than not knock down that shot.
And here's Melissa Smith for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond the arc in the second half.
And that's just what the doctor ordered, and they're really using that prescription to their advantage. You know, those three-point bombs will really erase this deficit quickly if they keep it up.
And we weren't math majors, but 3 is more than 2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
From deep, Ariel Atkins.
Well, maybe she thinks she can shoot her way out of this cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Someone tell her it's time to give up the three.
Wilson outside, shoots over Vandersloot, and the Aces tack on 2 more.
She's certainly doing her part, trying to battle back into it.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's guarded closely. Evans with the bucket.
That just demonstrates how motivated Dana Evans is. The bigger the moment, the more she wants to shoot it.
Pass to Banham. Cardoso. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Gray outside. Pass to Young. From the arc. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Pivotal bucket from Young, played in so many huge college games, winning a national championship, was ready for the bright lights of the WNBA.
Here's Atkins, and it's Chicago with another.
A poised, complete basketball player. Atkins' composure in big moments is that of a veteran.
Here's Gray. Wilson, Reese defending. Fades. It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
Yeah, I mean, that's not heads-up basketball. Why try the fadeaway when no one's on you?
Back to Atkins. Vandersloot outside. There's the 3. But they'll get another chance.
Good job to track down that long rebound, and that clock will continue to run.
Pass to Atkins. And stolen by Lloyd. Pull-up jumper. Chicago with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that puts them up 5. And so she drops them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
Timeout called the Aces. And here's Asia Wilson outside. Atkins grabs the board.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Well, Ariel Atkins can do a lot for her team offensively, but she is also a very talented defender. She does a great job forcing turnovers and putting pressure on opposing shooters.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but you know, they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was a priority.
Yeah, that's a good point. They just could not waste any more time.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
And it's Lloyd missing. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And she hits both free throws. And it's an 8-point ball game. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
And no good as the first free throw misses for her. We'll see if she can nail the second. And she ends up making the second. And that will put them up by 9.
I'm sure she would have liked to nail all of them at the stripe, but that should be good enough to end this one.
So it's Chicago picking